Hello, this is the Black Nationalist coming back at you with another timely video. So today I want to talk about the acceptance of obesity in the Black community. Now, I have already done a video talking about that, but the reason why I want to talk about it even further is because we have this particular individual. She's a musical artist, goes by the name of Lizzo. And we know that they are parading her around, especially amongst the Black community, as to someone to look up to, for our Black girls to look up to, and also to have it so that we should not be doing any type of body shaming, which is what they want to call it. If you are making fun of someone who is overweight, who is obese, then you are body shaming or you are fat shaming. Well, you know what? There's a lot that goes with being obese, and obesity can kill you. It really can lead to your death, because there are about 2.8 million adults per year around the world that does die from being overweight or obese. Now, we do know that it is the 5th highest risk of death globally, but most of the burden really comes as a resulting from diabetes, from heart disease that is being associated with obesity, and of course, increased risk of cancer associated with being obese. That's why you see here in the photo where there are 11, obesity increases the risk of these 11 type of cancers. And among Black women, we already suffer from a lot of issues anyway. And the last thing is that we need is for us to have something that is called excess fat. Because see, when I hear Black women say, oh, I'm thick, I'm big bone, your bones are never big. They have this imaginary type of mentality that, oh, their bones are big, when really it's not. It's called excess fat that is on your body, and it needs to go away. So what can obesity do to your body, to every organ of your body? Well, it could be metabolic, mechanical, or mental. Metabolic complications. First, obesity is associated with a very high risk of type 2 diabetes, which leads to real disease burden. Obesity increases your risk of cardiovascular disease, including coronary artery disease, the risk of strokes, the risk of heart attacks, abnormalities with cholesterol, and the risk of heart failure. Also, it's an increased risk of gallstones, fatty liver, which can progress to fibrosis. And we do know that fibrosis, this is something within Black women that we have to struggle with every single day. Especially, say for instance, if you use the hair perm, that can lead to fibrosis, that can lead to it, or any other type of cancer. So Black women, we have to really take our bodies seriously. We have to take it seriously, because see, the reason why the media is pushing fat people, especially fat Black women, onto us is because the majority of our women, they are fat. We have a lot of our women out here who does look like elephant wallowers walking around here. I remember watching the video. It was two huge, morbidly obese Black women were fighting, and it was looking like, I was like looking at an Animal Kingdom video. It was very nasty and it was very sickening, and they had on little shorts and little tops and stuff like that, and all you see is the fat, the ripples of fat just moving all around, and the only thing they could do is lay on top of each other. They couldn't fight each other. All they could do is just roll on top of each other. It was absolutely disgusting. See, there is nothing cute about being obese. There is nothing, no matter how hard they are trying to make obesity cute, it's not cute. It goes against your health. Trying to be fat goes against your health. You really cutting down your life. When it comes to women, you lose at least 7 years of your life, and men lose at least 6 years of his life. But if you are obese or a smoker, you lose at least 13 years of your life, which is quite significant. It really is. So you cutting yourself short because you can't step away from having a third cheeseburger. You can't step away from the table, be like, oh, I need another cheeseburger. Because see, one thing about obese people is that they are always starving. They are always hungry. So they have to constantly eat, and eat more in order to satisfy that. But that can never satisfy them. Now, I'm not saying that Lizzo, she is morbidly obese, because she is not. As you can see in my thumbnail, she's not morbidly obese, but she is obese. And they over here trying to put her as a representative to the black woman, to the black community. And that is not cute. That's not cute at all. As you notice in the white community, they don't put obese white women as their representative, because white women are not going to go for that. When they tried that for one, I forgot what it was, what clothing line it was, where they tried to put an obese white woman, they quickly took it down, because white people is not going to go for that. They're not going to have somebody who is overweight to represent them. White people are all about going to the gym. When you go to the gym, that's who you see vast majority of the time, and that is white people. That white people like to keep themselves in shape. I don't know where this ideology came from that black women are supposed to be overweight. See, this is why I get upset when you have black women behave as mammies, because the mammy, she was always overweight. That's why when you have it on the syrup, the mammy, she is big. And they think that that is cute, and they over here talking about that they wish that they had never taken that off of the syrup, the maple syrup. But no, it's disrespectful as being a mammy. It's a negative stereotype of being a mammy. There is nothing cute at all with being obese, with being overweight. It has a lot to do with your joints, as to how you move. Can you stretch? No, you have a hard time stretching. You having a hard time moving. You have a hard time getting inside the car. Have you ever seen someone overweight try to get inside the car and get outside the car? It's a battle for them. And then you have to hear them breathing so heavy, and they don't have to move. They could just be standing still, and they breathing very heavy. Also, they have body odor as well. They suffer from that. So not only with the risk of cancer, such as breast, ovarian, and pancreatic cancer, among others, is also increased within the population. See, they over here thinking that this is something that is very cute, by them being obese. You know, this is why a lot of the clothing fashion, they're trying to get people to get inside of being obese and things to that nature by making clothes bigger for them. That's not right. Me personally, if I was a designer, my clothing line would probably go up to a size 10, and that's it. A size 10, and that's it. And I'm being nice about it. And if anyone got a problem with it, they could go to the gym and get on a strict diet. That's exactly what they can do. I'm being for real. Because see, when it comes to being a designer and you creating clothes for someone that is huge, then you have to take the extra time and a whole lot of fabric in order to put over this individual body. See, our bodies were not meant to stretch oh so wild like you see someone who is morbidly obese. Our bodies were not meant to do any of that. Our bodies wasn't. Now, there are a lot of mental issues that goes along with someone who is obese. And we see, like with Lizzo, that's why she does the thing that she does, because she is not happy. You know, she likes to twerk, looking like a minstrel show. We already talked about that. She likes to twerk her flabby behind for the world to see. She likes to show her two pancakes. She likes to think that that is cute. That is not cute at all. She looks absolutely disgusting. Those who are very big, I'm not sorry when I say this, that looks disgusting. No one wants to see extra skin laying all over you. No one wants to see that. But see, when it goes to mental health, you also suffer from depression and from anxiety, which is something that cannot be ignored. When you are depressed, you could have a sunny day outside. You could have a sunny day outside. Birds are chirping, everything, the whole 9 yards. But guess what? The inside is very dark, very black. You have no way of getting out of it. You have no way of getting out of it. is very hurtful. Very hurtful indeed. And then you're always anxious over something. You always have to overeat. That's being part of being anxious. You always have to overeat. You always have to do something. And it hurts. It really indeed does hurt. So all of that does comes with being obese. And there is nothing good that comes out of being obese or overly overweight. And I am so sick and yet so tired of this doggone woman being pushed upon us. Black woman, this is something that you should not be looking up to. You want to be able to look nice in your clothes. I can understand when you have a little bit of cellulite here and there. That's natural. That's going to happen. But when it's too much that it turns into cottage cheese, when it just looks absolutely disgusting, then it becomes a problem. You should not want to look at your clothes and be like, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I know I used to be a size 8 and I was going to the gym heavy, but COVID hit and the gyms were shut down. I put on a little bit of weight. Not that much. Not that much. Thank the heavens I did not put on a lot of weight. But I truly could tell that I have put on enough weight that is saying I need to get my butt back to the gym and I need to go back on the strict diet, which is how I was, which I am. There is nothing cute. You want to look good walking around without clothes on. There is nothing cute walking around without clothes on and everything is flabby and everything just hanging all over you, looking absolutely disgusting and grotesque. There's nothing cute about that. I just mentioned the health problems that goes along with you being obese. I talked about the mental health issues that goes along with you about being obese and overweight. Because see, you're always thinking about that. You always thinking about, oh, how I look and so forth. So in order for people to pivot from the way how you look, you got to do something very foolish and you got to do something very stupid in order for people to look away from that. But really, you make yourself look like a fool. I am very tired of seeing this doggone woman. But what I find it funny was when she was trying to lose weight, she had a lot of people, especially white women were attacking her. They was like, oh, now you trying to lose this weight. Why are you trying to do this? Why are you trying to listen to people? So white women have no problem with seeing a big fat black woman. But when it comes to their woman, they want their woman to be in shape. And then she got off of her diet because she was showing videos of herself eating right and going to the gym. And I never forget how white women were attacking her. And I was like, why in the world are they attacking her? They didn't attack Adele when Adele was big. And then next thing she went and got her surgery or whatever the case may be. Or she went to the gym and started eating right. And she dropped all of that weight. There's a lot of white women who were very huge and they dropped all of that weight. And they look good. And the white community praised them. The white women didn't say anything about them. Why are you over here trying to lose all of that weight? No. They did not do any of that. But they attacked her. The reason why, because it is so much easier to make fun of black women. Black women don't understand when they are getting a backhanded compliment. When somebody has called a snowplow a Lizzo plow, that was a backhanded compliment, saying how big she is. They're comparing her to a snowplow. That none of that is cute and none of that is laughable. And I really am sick and tired of our black woman accepting this backhanded compliment, thinking that it is cute. No, you're not thick. It's called being fat. This is not fat shaming. I'm not fat shaming anyone. I'm just telling the absolute truth that people do not want to hear. And unfortunately, the truth always hurts. Trust me, I understand that. When people tell me the truth, sometimes it hurts, but guess what? I know it's for my benefit. And the only thing you can do is to take that and to move forward and to better your life. That's the only thing that you can do. And I do hope that one day Lizzo will find it in her heart to actually say, I'm going to go on a diet and I want to go to the gym. Because all she's going to do is continue to get bigger and bigger to the point that she's not going to be able to move. She's going to be on the 600-pound lifestyle, trying to get surgery in order for her to get smaller. Your skin is, like I said, your skin is not meant to stretch overly large like that. It's not. And then when you do drop all of that weight, then you have excess skin and then it's droopy. It looks sickening. There's nothing cute about that. So I just wanted to jump on here and to give my talk, give my spiel upon how I feel about this young lady. I mean, she really does need a change. She is a walking minstrel show. She always twerking her nasty behind in front of the TVs, in front of kids, thinking that it's cute, playing a flute. None of that is cute. None of it is cute. As a matter of fact, it's unattractive. And the dude that she's with, he obviously must need a place to stay. He must need something, because I don't understand it. But you know what? No, I kind of understand it. It's because black men will date what resembles their mother. And sometimes their mothers might be overweight as well. So they probably going to be attracted to an overweight woman. And of course, their mothers is probably going to shame them if they only date, women who are fit. It really is a mess. In our community, we're badly broken. And I'll probably do a video about that as well. Everyone have a good one.